All right, guys, for the 13 people watching, whoever's watching, how do I look? How do I sound? Now, as you can see, this is a very small protest. There was two more. One was in Brooklyn, leaving from Barclays Center. This one came from Brooklyn as well, and this is their stopping point. They look like they're going to disperse. I thought they were going to go all night, but no one are pulling all-nighters anymore. So as you can see, these are bicycling nerds, and these are people, like I said, who are protesting the latest shooting, if you will, in Minnesota. All right, so how do I look? How do I sound? Oh shit, sorry. Just walked right in front of I guess a photo shoot. So these guys were a super small protesting event. I'm pretty sure no one's listening to. Now, I found it interesting that these people here, they rolled all the way up here from Brooklyn, but they had nobody, I guess, paying attention to them, if you will. 7x7. Thank you. I figured I was going to do a live stream at 10, but I heard this was going on. I said, let me see what it is. It really isn't much. It's not as big as I thought it would be. I'm pretty sure give it another day or two and there'll be more people out here protesting. So the interesting thing is, this crowd, like I said, came here for a protest, and now as you can see, people dispersing. There is another group on the other side. They're actually not part of this group, but they are watching, I guess, entertainers dance. And that's pretty much where we're at now. I think a lot of people are just fed up and don't give a shit about what's going on. Jules. They are protesting the latest shooting in Minnesota. The kid that was accidentally shot. Yeah, guys. So what this is right now. This is the last stop for everybody who started in Brooklyn protesting against the Minnesota shooting. I think the kid's name is Dante Wright or Dwayne Wright. I don't know. I mean, I saw it spelled differently twice. So this is the bike nerds that were protesting, you know, peacefully riding their bikes, holding up traffic, and fucking everybody else in the process. Now, as you guys can see, I'm in Times Square. For those of you that remember last year this time, there was pretty much no one here, you know, and now you're starting to see people come back. It's you see a lot of people wearing their masks, but you see a lot of people wearing their mask around their chins, which is, you know, which I think is pretty cool. Cool in the sense that people are done with the bullshit. So, and guys, as far as like, you know, staying safe, there's nothing going on today. The radio, the PD radio, if you will, was pretty, was only dealing with this shit, and then the protest they had coming across the Brooklyn Bridge earlier today. But that was done with. There's, like I said, nothing much going on other than what we're seeing here. So, while I have your guys' attention, we might as well just talk about, you know, the political side of the shootings, if you will. And excuse me if I missed some of your comments, guys, in the chat. It's a pain in the ass to do it here on the phone. So as you guys can see here, this is a PD right here. All these black cars, they go all the way back, actually. Hold on, guys.
These retards around?
Well, no, I'm live streaming. What are you doing here?
It's the whole Black Lives Matter thing going on.
Yeah, it's fucking tiny.
It's very tiny.
Yeah.
It's like 100-foot fall.
And then they all fell off.
Yeah, they got tired.
Yeah, this is fucking bullshit. No one even gives a shit around.
No.
Not this one, anyway.
Everybody left.
Yeah. Was there a bigger crowd here before? No, right?
A big crowd of normal people. Yeah.
Of
and then
normal
they all
people.
took off.
When they saw them show up. Okay. Very good. Yeah, this is, you know what? I thought this was going to be a little more like fucking, I don't know if people give a shit this time around.
Something's happening Saturday. It's going to be big.
Oh, yeah? All right.
Where.
Say again?
I don't know where or when.
I'll keep my ear to the ground. I got enough.
I think it's starting at Barclays again.
And ending up in Manhattan?
Probably. He does.
All right, let me get back to it. Stay safe, man.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Be good. All right, guys. Sorry about that. An old buddy I worked with in EMS and fire, he's actually doing a detail out here. So, you know, I wasn't going to, like, put his face on blast. But anyway, guys, back to the show. So, you could see that there were people protesting about the Minnesota shooting, right? But now here you go. You have people here watching entertainers dance because nobody really gives a shit anymore about the shooting. Now, I thought there was going to be some wild and crazy protests here in New York. I don't see it. I was told that there might be something Saturday that's going to be a little bigger, but I don't know what that entails. This is pretty entertaining. Anyway, guys, so like I said, something else Saturday is happening. The cops are here just in case. But listen, nothing's going to happen tonight. So, anyway, guys, again, this is where we are right now, right? Protesting seems to be coming back, but it seems to be a lot tamer than it was before. I don't think it's going to get, I thought it was going to be like last year, but it seems like maybe certain places like New York are done with the bullshit. Maybe people don't want to protest this year because, or do what they did last year because they don't want to lock the city down again, right? They don't want to go through the bullshit. So I think people are done with it and they don't want to give up their social freedoms anymore. That's what I'm going off of. Or, like I said last night, maybe it's going to take us a day or two to hit before we actually do something, before New Yorkers start protesting. Now, like I said, there's something bigger planned Saturday. I just don't know where and when, if that makes sense. So now, guys, as you can see, Times Square is not as busy as it used to be, right? Now, it used to be fucking packed, and you don't see anyone. I mean, not that you don't see anyone. You see way less people here than you used to. Now, for some of you that don't live in the city, you would think this is packed. This ain't shit. It used to be where you couldn't move. It used to be where it was just, you know, too many folks, and you were like sardines. Even walking on this side of the street, which this side of the street is pretty empty. No people. Anyway, guys. Talking about the, let's say, the shooting that went down in Minnesota. Listen, politically, you know, it's a shit show, right? That shooting, that kid that got shot. Now, I'm going to say everybody is responsible on this one, right? The cop, because of her lack of awareness of which weapon she was pulling, and of course, the kid for resisting arrest. We have to remember that this kid resisted arrest, and this led down to what it did. Now, You know, I'm not going to blame the kid for her not knowing which weapon to pull, but nonetheless, this kid sparked off this incident. And I think it's shit now that the cop resigned, the chief of police resigned, and all for what, right? So I should have closed now. So that, again, guys, is probably, I don't know, maybe this is why people are thinking a little more conservatively. People are probably saying to themselves, you know what, let's see where this goes. I mean, listen, you had a bunch of, listen, the cyclists, by the way, guys, I think 95% of them were white, right? And it was one black chick who was giving a speech. And if I'm not mistaken, that bicycle group was Black Lives Matter riders, right? And, you know, it's, again, bicycling nerds, right? So here goes some more bicycling nerds. They're going home, right? And anyway, I guess the tempo is different this year. I don't know. We got to wait and see, guys. This kid, like I said, getting shot, it falls on both parties. We're not going to sit here and blame the cop. We're not going to sit here and blame just the kid. It was both parties that added to this this debacle, if you will. So, like I said, the 10 o'clock live stream that I was supposed to do tonight, it's now going to be, it's now. I'm going to do probably half hour, maybe 45 minutes, and then I'll call it quits. I guess you guys rather, I'm hoping you guys would rather see the city than look at my face for fucking an hour straight. So we're going to take a bit of a walk.
Where he used to be.
I tell you guys, the shit you see in the city is just, you know, it's funny. And it's funny how it's getting back to it. You know, we're getting back to the, you know, the craziness, the homeless people. The homeless people never went anywhere, by the way. But, you know, the bullshit is back. So, guys, again, that shooting was, again, a shit shooting. That was I guess a classic case of an oh shit for everyone. All right. I am not sitting here saying, you know, that the kid deserved it. I'm not saying that at all. I just think that maybe if the kid would have played it the way it was supposed to be played, which was him being arrested for his warrants, maybe we wouldn't be talking about this right now. Maybe the kid would have went to jail, like, you know, he was supposed to, get his get his day in court, and then, you know, be back in the street. But now state's dead, right? You had a cop who looked like she was nervous. I mean, she had 26 years on. Maybe she never experienced this. Who knows? She was a training officer, so that's a bit of an interesting information. Yes, Nunya, she definitely sounded nervous. Dawn, listen, even the puppeteers over here, they have fucking, do not touch me, get away from me, thank you. Sorry, so I hate these fucking puppeteer people. But anyway, yes, it is annoying watching everybody with a face diaper on. Yes, sorry for that, guys. I don't want anybody walking up to me and trying to give me a fucking hug in a dirty ass, fake Chinese-made Mickey Mouse costume that probably has fucking, you know, Ebola all over it. So. So this is another group of kids that are dancing. This seems to be the thing here in the city these days. Frank's Bees. It's the fake Mickey Mouse that I don't like. Not so much Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse in that case. And yeah, you know what? I was probably, some of you are probably thinking I was kind of rude. Fuck that rude shit. I don't want to be touched by people I don't know. That's just how I roll. You know, I'm pretty sure she's not going to lose sleep over it, but whatever. Again, guys, so I think if you guys are digging this, the walkabouts in the city better than me sitting in front of a fake brick wall, I'll do this too. I guess some of you guys can get a kick out of it. But anyway, back to the Minnesota shooting. The other problem, guys, with that whole thing is everybody. I mean, listen. They said it was a mistake. The the Brooklyn Center Police Department, I think that's what they're called. They had already admitted it was a mistake. It was a fucked up situation. She fucked up. She made a mistake, and she resigned. What more do you want, right? Maybe that's why there's less protesting today. I don't know what they're doing out in Minnesota, but I know that here it's not as bad, which is pretty cool. It's relaxing. Let me put it like that. What scooter? You guys, keep in mind, right, there's a delay. So by the time you see whatever I say, 30 seconds had already passed, or 20 seconds or 30 seconds already passed. Pinball, right, all is calm. Now she's mad at me. She won't even say hi. But anyway, yes, all is calm here. It's not as bad. So, do me a favor, give me a couple seconds, because this is going to get really loud. So turn down your speakers, if you will, because a bunch of cyclists are coming through. These guys are always fucking jerk-offs. They're always obnoxious with their bikes and shit. All right, guys. So anyway, again, being that the Minnesota shooting was an accident, and then everyone resigned, right? I mean, the officer resigned, the chief of police resigned. I'm pretty sure if there's a captain in that precinct, they resigned as well. I think that this should be it. This should be a nice quell. Now, there was also the Army lieutenant who was pulled out of the car, maced as well. There was also that situation, which, listen, I'm going to blame both parties in this one, because once the Army lieutenant said, I'm not getting out of the car because I'm scared for my life, you up the ante. Though, that cop was being a piece of shit, straight out. Telling him shit like, you're going to ride the White Lightning and fucking, you better be scared. That's some fucking bitch shit to say. You know, so, again, guys, it's an escalating factor. And right now, we all know that we are not going to win against the cop. I don't give a fuck what situation's going on. Cop tells you get out of the car, get out of the fucking car. Don't sit there and give them shit. Don't sit there and tell them you're scared for your life. He pulls into a gas station. He's going to be fine. But, guys, it's a huge but. Yeah, Bugs, that cop was an asshole. I'm gonna tell you, not even an asshole, he's a piece of shit. Fuck him. You know, I mean, he was being a fucking bag of shit. You pull up to the car, guys, and you see that Army lieutenant is sitting in the fucking car. How crazy do you think that scene's going to get? You know what I mean? So, in essence, that fucking fat cop should have fucking cut his shit. He should have rolled up on him and like, oh shit, sorry sir, whatever it was. But instead, he wanted to be a fucking prick. So this is what happens, right? You get a fucking, and the guy was a vet too. That's the crazy shit. That oversized cop was a vet too. You think he would have gave him some fucking respect, but he didn't. Joanne, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. There's the people who are in awe of this Times Square. They are from Maryland. That's why. All right, guys. So, I mean, there's not, again, you look at Times Square right now. You see the amount of people here. There's not a lot of people here. Again, some of you would think there is, but this isn't shit. This is pretty fucking quiet and tame, if you ask me. Nunya, what do you can smell? The dirt or the filth? Which one? But listen, guys, you know, the Army lieutenant, he should not have been maced. That's fucking number one. Whether the guy wanted to get out of his car or not, you shouldn't have fucking maced the dude. You're not supposed to be macing people. You should have waited till fucking the sergeant got there. You got guys on scooters doing wheelies. People always ride through here on their fucking on their bikes and shit. I would have hit this kid. I would have knocked his ass right off the bike. Anyway, that's the kind of shit you deal with out here. Like these assholes here going through the intersection.
Oh shit, that's what they do.
Like, if those kids would have got clipped, they would have fucking blamed the white Jeep there. All right, guys, so listen. Hold on. Joanne, thank you for the donation if I didn't say that earlier. Sorry. So, guys, listen, bottom line is, Lulu, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Bottom line is, guys, is that the oversized cop was fucked up. He was wrong. He was wrong in every sense of the word wrong. The Army lieutenant, if that was me, I would have quelled the situation. I mean, listen, he tried quelling the situation. I mean, I saw that. We watched the video. He tried quelling it, and seems like the cop didn't give a fuck. So, you know, again, it's one of those situations. And you would think, being the situation that cops are in now, because of everything that's going on, you think they'd be easy. You think they'd be a little more, you know, tame, but not really. So you got this crazy guy here. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I mean, he's being crazy. And that's New York City in a nutshell. That dude right there. That explains New York City. But so anyway, guys, I'm headed back to my I'm headed back to the car anyway, or at least the direction of my car. But all right, guys, you know, everything that's going on, I'm frustrated with that cop as well, because you thought he would have been easy. You know, you thought he would have been like a little more sympathetic, understanding, whatever it is. But instead, he chose to fucking be the asshole. So, David Lee, if they took my card, Godspeed. I hate that piece of shit to begin with, so they could fucking have it. But that's not the point. So anyway, guys, it's just what it is. It's people need to be. Not even people, but both sides need to be more fucking easy right now. Cops are terrified for their lives right now. Well, not terrified, but scared. And then you got people who are probably legitimately scared of cops. Though I think that's a lot of bullshit. Let me die. My resolution is at 1080. It's probably not my end. So obviously this guy here is doing a video. Watch yourself. I have a low tolerance for people and their bullshit today. I don't know. Maybe I'm just in a fucking shitty mood. But anyway. Yeah, there's a fair amount of people out, but I mean, listen, guys, it's not it's not what it used to be. I mean, I think this is pretty low, or low, not a low turnout. I hate to use that excuse. I think this is just light. This is light, you know. And listen, it's been like this for a while now, so this is not something, you know, new. This kind of turnout, if you will, of people showing up to Times Square has been going on for a few months now. So, you know, again, it's nothing new. All right. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't mind, hit the thumbs up. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. So, all right, guys. So listen, the state of America. I listen. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna say that I think we are definitely headed towards some kind of war because of what's going on. Right? We have Russia and. Sorry, trying to give you guys a more stable view. All right, hopefully that's better. Well, anyway, guys, there's so much going on right now. It's crazy how fast this shit's unraveling, right? It's insane how fast things are getting bad. I'm hearing the vaccine passport right now could also be used, because they're talking about it, could also be used for you to go to work. So for you to go to work, guys, you're probably going to need a vaccine passport to fucking show up. That's insane. These guys are making their rounds again. And not for nothing, guys, a rice rocket doesn't go good with the touring bikes. It's just an odd relationship, right? It's like a midget in the middle of a threesome. It just doesn't work. Anyway, so the internment camps. Thank you for bringing that up. But what you call it? The internment camps, if you will. I heard about that in Canada, and here's the problem, guys. It's not. Kevin, my audio's not being censored for the F word. I'm pretty sure if I said fuck right now, you guys would hear it. But Southern Belle Teacher, it's just a disgusting look. And I'm sorry I compared that motorcycle to that situation, but that's it. That's what it's like to me. Listen, the internment camp, guys, it's pretty. It's a pretty shitty situation because it's really not a camp. It's what they're doing is they're putting them up in hotels and they're telling them to stay there. And I think they have them under watch, if you will. I haven't seen any pictures of camps. I've only heard people talk about hotel stays. And the hotel stays so far, or the internment hotel stays, or the hostage taking of Canadians who are popping positive for COVID in Canada is turning into a fucking a bad thing right now, right? And there was already one sexual assault, or reported sexual assault. I don't know how true that is, but I do know that this is probably going to start catching on bigger throughout Canada, if you will. I know that it was just in, someone said Toronto maybe, but I don't know if that's countrywide. Mary, I'm going to look into the National Infection Protection Act. I'm curious as to see where that's going to go. I never heard of it until you just mentioned it. Well, Jules Goldstein, you got to let your niece know that while COVID vaccine is in its emergency use only, companies are not allowed to mandate it. They can't because it's emergency use because it's not been fully authorized by the FDA, right? And if she has to find a lawyer who would fight that, and a good lawyer would fight it. So take that for what it's worth. Guys, as far as the border crossing situation going, that's, you notice how that story's starting to die off. You're hearing less of it, if you will. You're not seeing it on TV every day anymore. They're trying to switch gears now, and it's just a little coincidental how you know, one black man gets mistreated, one kid gets shot, and now they're covering this shit every day. Though some news agencies are still covering the border crisis, it's not as much as before because they're trying to get our view off of it. So anyway, also the Johnson & Johnson shot being halted. I think there's a little more of a motive behind that. I'm going to get into that in one of my rabbit hole videos, if you will, on the Angry Truth channel, probably next week. So if you're not an Angry Truth member, if you're not a part of the Angry Truth Club, if you will, you won't be able to see the video. That video is just for members only, right? So if you become a member, you can see it. I'm doing that for people who are members. I'm giving them more content, or extra content, if you will. So whoever said that my car got jacked, unfortunately, it's still there. So, all right, it's right there at the right side of the screen, if you will. So listen, guys, I could leave my keys in a fucking car right now, and no one would take it. I could leave it running, and no one would take it. That's how it's a Mercury Mariner. All right, so you take it from there. Now, of course, you know, with the bullshit going on, the cop just blasted him. Oh, now here he comes running across the street to get in his car. Back in the day, guys, you would have got a fucking ticket on the word go, right? You see how not generous. You see how cops are being right now, right? Back in the days, you would have got a fucking ticket. You wouldn't, first of all, back in the day, you wouldn't even thought pulling over to a spot like that and fucking leaving your car in the middle of the street like that, right? But here they are, they just fucking, you know, blasted them out of the way, and they gave him a shot, so. Humble line, I barely fit in the Mercury Manor, actually. Listen, it's a really, really bad car. I'm not a big fan of it, but, you know, whatever, it is what it is. I wonder if this cop's gonna give me shit. No, he might not, I don't know. Yeah, maybe he will. Hold on.
Is this yours?
Yeah.
You gotta move, you can't park here. Gotcha. There's like a Chiefs and everything around, so if you want, just park right here on the corner, you'll be all right. As long as you're around the corner, take a spot.
Roger. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, no problem. Yeah, so he was worried about the Chiefs here. I guess give me a ticket, but I can't even get around the corner because it's blocked off. But I'll get it outside. They're closing looks like they're closing the street down for something else. So let me move my car out of the way. I'll take it around the corner. So you guys are gonna take a drive with me for a couple seconds. All right, guys. So anyway, let me. You see this fucking piece of shit of a car? It even runs. You know why it runs like shit? It runs like shit because, well, you know, I run everything I own into the ground pretty much, well, car-wise. But I don't think the next car I'm gonna fucking be as brutal on it. Really isn't a nice Mariner, guys. I mean, it's a Mariner, for Christ's sake. They don't even make these anymore. I'm 1,000% sure everyone laughs at me when they find out I'm dropping this. I don't. Ken B. I'm not a big fan of the Cybertruck. I don't know why, but I'm not a big fan of it. Oh shit! I'm honking this guy, and meanwhile we can't make the turn here. Fuck. Yeah, guys, I'm not being censored. I'm just, I curse when I need to, and if I don't need to curse, I won't. Listen, there's probably never a need for cursing, but I like cursing. In some cases, it's not always warranted, if you will. Let's see where I can pull this piece of shit over. Boom. Oh, I'm really gonna be a fucking scumbag now. Fuck it. All right. You know what? I just missed the fucking spot too. Shit. Anyway. Oh, it's a hydrant. Can't park there. You know what? Humble line. I would love to have a pickup. A pickup is not conducive here in the city. It's not really. It's not something I can get away with here in the city. It's just I know I can get a shorter bed pickups, but it's a pain in the dick to park them. You know, so. So anyway, guys, the one protest that they had here, it winded down. It's gone. It's done. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they all left. The black cars that you saw, they were. I'm pretty sure I could have stayed there too. That's the one thing, man. Sometimes, like with the parking situation here in the city, it's a pain in the ass, man. Pain in the ass. But anyway, guys, sorry. Back to the shit that we were talking about. As far as the vaccine passport, the quarantine or internment camps, I don't see internment camps popping up here in the United States. At least not yet. I don't see them even talking about it. I can't see them doing that here because there would be one hell of a fight, guys. I do not foresee them bringing that up and fucking people not losing their shit and exploding. I just don't see it. It's just something that I can't see coming to fruition. Not here in the United States. You know, I mean, other countries will probably get away with it, but not here. Did you, David? Where did you see that? Oh, listen, guys. No one gives a fuck, by the way. The drug dealing, the drug dealing, the gang banging, it's going down, guys. There's no stopping it. There's no, you know. It is what it is. So even some of the black cars that were parked here, they left. Danny, thank you for becoming a member. Okie Rebel, I haven't heard anything. I mean, I heard something a while back, but I think that was squashed. There was a bill that they were trying to, I guess, to push. That bill also didn't happen. I checked on it recently. It was still in it's the first stage, whatever that first stage is. So listen, anything is possible, guys. Anything is possible, but I don't see it happening in the United States. Only because, again, there's going to be one hell of a fight. New Yorkers are not even going to fuck it. Even these liberal pricks out here are not going to settle for that. So I don't see that becoming a thing. I'm not worried about it. Let's put it like that. Yeah, okay, Rebel. If you have a link to that, do me a favor. Please pass it along. Abigail, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. Right, Miss Gray, thank you. That's a nice car. I would never be caught dead driving it, but it's a nice car. Anyway, guys, Holly, thank you for the donation. James, I'm in Times Square. Hold on. Bushcraft families, the temperature should be 59 degrees, 57. Temperature's 57 degrees. Martha, thank you for becoming a member. Okie Rebel, I'll look for it. I'll look for the, pretty sure if you said it, I'll type it up and see what happens. All right, guys, so listen, the protesting here in New York City, like I said, I don't think it's going to happen. Last night, I thought it would have happened, but it didn't. You know, it didn't take up. Payne, thank you. Or Mrs. Payne, Mr. Payne, thank you for that. I think, though, we're going to be in one hell of a summer here in New York City. Again, the drug dealing, the gang banging, the shit's gone unchecked, guys. They are more concerned about this area right here, right? So Times Square is going to have the most police presence because they want to protect their tourist industry, which is right here and downtown by the Trade Center, right? And also 34th Street, where all the stores are. Though we all saw what happened to... Yeah, it looks like the chat keeps hanging out at 666. Either somebody drop off or add somebody else on, guys. Taxenda 777, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Yeah, James, this is, like I said, this is pretty empty. You know, I mean, listen, there are a lot of people who don't live in the city who would think this is crowded, but this is the furthest thing from crowded, right? So, and then you see people just hanging out, chilling and shit, you know, not doing anything. You got people, I guess, enjoying the shitty what you call outdoors here. I always I get a kick out of the Mountie police, right? The mounted police. That, if I'm saying that right, I always get a kick out of them. That's it. Yeah, there's people watching. There's you know, there's people out here like trying to be models, which is fucking stupid. A lot of the people trying to be models are not model worthy, and then you got, you know, model worthy people that don't want to model. It's like fucking it's upside down world over here, right? All right, guys. So the other thing I wanted to listen. So I had a show planned out for tonight, but like I said, because I came down here to see what was going on, which was absolutely nothing, right? We saw some bike nerds, we saw a lot of cops, and we see a lot of people, you know, being people, and we also saw a fucking Mickey Mouse try to hug me, or Minnie Mouse try to hug me, which was fucking disgusting. Anyway, I don't want to go down that road again, but the summer is going, at least the summer here in New York, guys, is going to be insane. I think the summer in a lot of cities are going to be insane. I think a lot of cities are going to have a lot of problems. Cops are going to be even more hands-off. I think the more these situations happen, the more cops try to be hands-off, if you will. Right, so... Victor, New York lost its swag a long time ago. Truth hurts. Thank you for the donation. All right, guys. So again, I mean, this is not a fucking, you know, this is not a live stream that I was looking for. But if you guys are enjoying the conversation and the outdoor style live streams, let me know. Actually, let me know in the comment section below, guys. It'll be better. I'll get a better gauge of what you guys think of it. Because, yeah, I get tired of sitting in front of a camera with a fake background behind me. The next time I do this, I will have more talking points. Y'all be good. That was my buddy who I worked with in FD a while ago, he's taking up. So obviously, guys, nothing's going on here. I think the cops down there, they're rallying. I guess they're going to pick the rest of them up and they're going to leave. And they're going to leave some cops behind, obviously, because there's always cops here in Times Square. But Ken, thank you for joining the group. Anyway, guys, do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up. We're at the 45-minute mark. I'm not going to stretch this out anymore. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for following me. Thank you for the support, guys. My moderators, thank you for doing what you guys do. I appreciate it. PAEMT, there are no prepping stores here in the city. There used to be a camping store here in the city, but it closed down. There was one prepping store by the Trade Center, right downtown, and that closed down years ago, right? The problem is, guys, New Yorkers don't give a fuck about prepping. They really don't. Let's take a walk back to the car. Tango Charlie, thank you for the donation. So, guys, you know, it's, I forgot, again, I drew a fucking blank as to what I was saying. But, I'm walking back to the car. Gonna end the live stream in a couple minutes. But again, guys, this is New York City. And someone said New York City lost the swag. You know, not only did New York City lose its swag, New York City is fucking losing its mind with the amount of bullshit that we're seeing going on, right? Listen, guys, it's insane the drug dealing that's going on in front of cops. Livestream.
Livestream?
Yeah.
What are you like
it's a YouTube channel I own, the Angry Prepper. We talk about bullshit that's going on.
Well, yeah, okay. How do you feel about this bullshit? Nonsense, right?
Which one?
New York City's fucking dead.
Yeah,
It's over.
Yeah, this is fucking.
It's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke, completely ruined. Every hotel is a fucking homeless shelter.
Yes.
Yeah, it's an open air market. It's a fucking mess. Can't bring your kids here. Who wants to bring their kids here? This thing will never bounce back.
It'll
take a very, very, very long time. It ain't gonna get better. It's only gonna get worse right now. It ain't gonna get any better.
Right, exactly.
It ain't gonna get any better.
It has to completely collapse to come back again.
Yep,
right?
Completely. It's almost there.
Oh yeah.
It's almost there. You got 2 people just got shot on 45th Street last week.
Oh no shit.
2 shootings. Yeah, it's a mess out here. I was on the news. I'm the guy that said when I called the cops for the guy that got shot on 46th Street at 5 in the morning.
No shit.
Yeah, man, it's a fucking mess. It's a fucking mess. It's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad.
Yeah,
it's sad.
Like you said, it's only gonna get worse, man.
My brother, God bless.
Be
safe,
good.
Man.
Right, so the guy I was just talking to was a construction worker, and you know he said that there was a shooting on 45th Street 5 in the morning. I didn't see that in the news, guys, and you know I'm gonna take this guy's word for it. And the crazy shit is that if there was a shooting 5 in the morning on 45th Street, guys, which is right, actually we're on 45th Street, so it was here, all right, and it wasn't in the news, right? So how much crime is going down there? Shit, my car's still there. They didn't tow it yet. Try my best to get rid of it. Now, I mean, guys, it appears that there's a lot going on down here, but it really isn't. You know, this is just like a choke point, if you will, for cars who want to ride through and look at all the lights and shit that you can see here, right? Scott Douglas, what's going on? How you doing? All right, guys, so like I said, if you rather have me walk around the city and do my talking points that way, I can. Though, be warned, this is a warning, guys, that when I walk around the city and try to talk about shit, you see how distracted I get when I see something or you guys make a comment about something you see, right? So just keep that in mind. I'm not going to stop doing the talking head in front of my fake wall, if you will, but I'm going to give, I think we should have a different background, if that makes sense. All right, soft, thank you for that. Mix it up. Cool. All right, guys, so listen, thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for supporting it. I'm going to get the fuck out of here, go home, because I'm disgusted with the people and the Mickey Mouse fucking crew over here is they're getting too close to me. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you for again, thank you for the support. I will definitely mix it up, guys, and see you guys in the next live stream, probably later this week. All right, guys, thank you.